In this video I'm going to attempt to make a Bull Pup air rifle using my AR-20 PCP, and this first attempt is to prove the concept and see if all the bits will fit. And this drawing here is the proposed shape, or close to what I want, and just at the moment there's a temporary trigger and mechanism there. I'll just turn this over. Alright, you can see here I have a link, a block of aluminium attached to the trigger with a pin, and another piece of spring wire that will operate the trigger, and it works. I tried it out. The rifle seems to be quite accurate in this guise. So now begins the stock making. This is the stock blank with just the rough outline penciled in. It's made of 3 pieces of laminated 20mm pine. That's radiata pine. And now I'm going to try and inlet the metalwork into the top of the blank, which is already partly cut out in the centre section. This is a piece of 3/32 of an inch welding wire, copper plated welding wire that I'm going to use as a link, a trigger link. I've drilled a hole through the original trigger guard. It's not doing any harm there, and that will provide me with a place to put the stiff wire link. And I'll put a number 356 thread on the end of the piece of wire, and that's intended to hook into an adapter that I make to go onto this trigger plate. And these 4 pieces of aluminium will go into making up the trigger and the trigger piece here, the anchor for it. It goes into this rail here. This will just be a little link that'll go on the end of the rod, and then that piece will fit onto here to actuate the trigger. I use the 4mm end mill in that end of that block, just a little bit above centre, and that will fit onto the trigger shoe, the trigger unit in the gun itself. Using a jeweler's piercing saw to cut the trigger shape out of this piece of alum there. It's the beautiful little precise saws. Cut fine shapes and scrolls. I now have a nice light usable trigger that works very smoothly. And you can see the block and the link, and that block is clamped on to the trigger bar here. And that link goes through those holes in the old trigger guard down to this link on the remote trigger. There's very little friction in this, and I can feel the weight of that trigger is about the same as what it used to be. Quite light, nice two-stage trigger. And now I can go ahead and start inletting the stock to suit this new metalwork. Well, the stock is shaping up nicely, but I wish I had a bunch of trained termites or a trained beaver or something. This is a lot of work chewing out wood. Anyway, it's coming along. And this draw knife I made a couple of years ago has come in very handy for taking off large amounts of wood at a time. You can take nice big shavings with them. Very sharp. it seems like a big jump from the roughly shaping wood to the finished product, but it's just lots of boring, sanding, filling and painting. Well, anyway, the project is finished for now, and I think it looks good. It's much more compact, more handy in the blind where I control the starlings and sparrows in my garden, and it seems that I can shoot it a lot more accurately the way it is now, even in offhand shooting, than the way it was in its original stock. Anyway, it was a lot of work, but I think it was worth it in the long run. It looks better, I think, too. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.